Good morning, YouTube. How you guys doing this fine day? Hopefully good. Today, I'm out in my wood shop, as you can see, and I've got a project. So I'm not going to be building all of it because my grandpa already built half of it, but I will show you what he built and kind of explain. So this is a base to a bookshelf. This is going to be a drawer. The drawer is sitting over here. I'll show you that later. He basically built me a spot to put a drawer, and he did a very good job. This is a 1x8. That's what this is made out of, 1x8, and it's 16 inches long, if that helps you. He cut a notch out at the bottom front, so I would imagine, I think he wanted me to put a piece here, so I might, or I'll leave it, doesn't matter. And then I'm going to be mad at myself because I just put this all together, but it's got to be glued anyways. So he cut out, this is the front base plate, or face plate. He cut out a groove in the back of that. And he cut out a groove in the rest of this so I could put a piece of low-on in there. So that's that. Like I said, I got to take it all out anyways and glue it, so not too mad at myself. But I'm going to start with that, and then we're going to work our way into the rest of the bookshelf. This is going to be like a tree, kind of, so I'll show you when I get there. Okay, so I'm going to make this 4 foot tall. I went and measured mine. Mine is 3 foot tall. She wanted hers bigger. The thing is, that shelf over there in the corner is, I think it's about 8 inches, so it's only going to be about 4 inches taller, but with it being taller, the taller you go, the more tendency they're going to want to tip over. All those books, let me turn you guys over, I guess. All of those books are on the front, and you've got all the wood weight on the back, but it's not a lot. So when you get all those books on the front, it's going to want to be top heavy or front heavy. So 4 foot should be good. The rest of the shelves are 16 inches, and I'll show you the process I had for that. Okay, so this first one I'm going to mark at 18 inches right there. And now we're going to take our table saw our miter saw, put it down to 45. And I want this to be pretty close. The problem with miter saws, cutting 45s, is that you don't necessarily get to see the outcome until it's done. Some people are very gifted and know how to cut these properly, but let's give this a go. That's pretty good. And now, because this already has a 45 on it, all I need to do is measure 16 inches on this one. The rest of your shelves are going to be 16. Okay, so future Mav here. I'm a dummy, and I learn from mistakes. And one of these was cutting 45s on all of them. So if you're making these on your own, I'm correcting it now. You only need 145. And I guess I will explain and show why, because I'm kind of an idiot sometimes. So basically, your 145, pretend there's a board here, sits on this board, okay? And it sits sideways so that it holds the books kind of like a shelf this way. It's diagonal. The next one only needs to be flat because it butts up against the board and then runs up and ends at a flat spot at the top. So with that being said, only 145 needs to be cut. I apologize. But to be fair, it's more work for me than it is you because I have to redo all these. But it'll take 2 seconds to cut all these off. But I'm just going to cut this 45 off super flush to where that's at. The lighting in here is really weird today because I came in here really early. It's dark and gloomy, so I have that light on. But yeah, let's get to this. Okay, so to explain what I did, actually let me grab this. I set this on the ground. Oh, that's going to work out pretty good actually. I set that on the ground and measured from the bottom. Basically this is going to be touching the bottom, okay? And then this is going to sit on my shelf. So I marked a line on top of that. I apologize for all my camera angles. And what's easiest is just start with your 45. Put a board where you think is a good spot. I think I went about 8 inches, which is about halfway. And do the same thing on this one, and then you work your way up. But start with about 2 or 3, and then you're going to want that board behind it, because if you start doing this without the board behind it, you're going to get to where your board is not going to be where you want it to be in the back, because I wanted to secure the bookshelf to that back board. If you don't do that, it's going to be loose. So I'm going to keep going with this now though. I'm going to leave this board on. I'll take it off after to stain it. It's way easier to stain that way, but we'll continue on. I think I got 3 more here, which is going to be plenty. I think if I do any more than that, I might not even need both of those, but let's see. Okay, so I got all of that stained, all of the bookshelf itself stained, and the drawer. Everything you'll see is stained. So, with that being said, I will come back out here tomorrow and clear coat everything, and then put a handle on that, and we'll be done. I'm going to screw this to the back, and we'll be all set. So I will see you guys tomorrow morning. All right, good morning. It is the next day. I had a few stain spots I had to touch up. I drilled the holes for my drawers, or drawer, I should say, singular. And now I'm going to clear coat everything. Basically, all I did this morning, I recorded it, but I put 2 screws in the back of the board that's attached now to the drawer box, I guess I'd call it. So everything's connected and all good. I'm going to use Minwax polyacrylic. This is what I use on almost every project I have. It coats well, it soaks in well, and it seems to leave like a more durable finish on the outside. It's just what I usually use. So without further ado, let's get into this. Finish this project up. All I have to do after I clear coat it is let it dry, which it dries fast, and then put that handle on and I will be all done. So I'm thinking I'm going to start with the drawer so I can put the handle in by the time the rest of this is dried. Okay, so that is it. Pretty simple project. Hopefully I explained it well enough. Basically, I'll go through everything. Everything pretty much is made with 1x8s. Sorry for this camera zoom, it's hard to figure out where I'm at. Everything's made by 1x8s from your local hardware store. Find some straight ones, good luck. The rest is put in with pocket holes. You can use whatever you want. You could technically screw them in through the back side, but good luck, to be fair. It's probably not going to be the easiest thing. I did put 2 screws in here. I branded it. And that is it. Tiny little drawer. I will probably soap the bottom of it. If you didn't know, I don't remember who told me that. I think my parents or my grandpa told me that. If you soap the bottom of your drawers, if they're not on like actual rollers, slides easier. Who would have known? Apparently they did. But yeah, it's all stained with a provincial Minwax stain, and it is clear coated and it is ready to go. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this project. Hopefully you guys build one of these projects. They are quite fun, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for all the support you've given me, and for letting me to do what I do, and you guys watching, which is great. I love building stuff. I love teaching people. So hopefully you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys in the next one.